Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 25 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series of Stoneblock3, where today I'm getting ready to amp up our heart generator, though I don't know that it needs it. I did let the game run for a little bit, and we wound up with 70-ish hearts. There are a few problems, which I will address in a minute, that I want to talk to you guys about. But, so first off, I want to make a few more drigmies. Because according to the book that I read, more drigmies can live inside the same burrow. So I can just add drigmies to it, and it'll basically increase the rate at which we generate resources. Which sounds like a big old win to me. So that's what we're going to do. Cool. So real quick, I'm going to knock out a few more drigmies, and if this works, great. And if it doesn't, oh well, I'll live. Because I have a lot of hearts. I mean, I don't know how many I need, but I'm, at 70. So maybe that's a silly small amount, or maybe it's a silly large amount, or maybe it's the appropriate amount. I have no idea. We'll find out. We're just, I haven't looked too far ahead into the pack. I know a few people in the comments of the videos have said, like, there will be a point where you need, like, a stupid amount of resources. I don't know if hearts is one of them. We'll see. I'm hoping it's not, because even though, like, the quest book tells you how to automate it, it's not, like, the type of thing that you can really automate, to the point where you're getting thousands of them. But we'll find out. So that's 4 more drigmies. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if there's a limit to how many can live in the same burrow. Worst case, I could always, make more burrows. So let's pop over there and see how things are going and talk about some of the issues that I ran into. So first and foremost, the main issue that has occurred, you'll notice the lava's gone. And the reason the lava's gone is the lava wasn't killing the shulkers, or the silverfish. The other problem is the mother silverfish does not limit how many silverfish she spawns. And I actually talked to the guys at FTB, and they're like, the code literally says, if not player, then cancel the death. So, like, there's no way to automatically kill these. This, by the way, I tested because after, like, letting the game idle for a while, there were about 2,000 silverfish here. The /kill command also does not kill them. So I reported that, and they're like, yeah, we should probably fix that. So that'll hopefully be fixed in a nearby upcoming episode. I'll let you know once it's better. But that's why this isn't working, because literally the code says, if the person who killed them is not a player, then don't die. So like the /kill command, for example, does not work. So that's a thing. So anyway, let's try this. I'm going to put a drigmy. Oh, hello. Sweet. You guys are just going to chill there now? Okay. So the other thing I did is once, by the way, not only does it generate the hearts, but it generates all that other stuff. It actually filled up the chest that was here pretty quickly, mostly with other junk, the experience shards and whatnot. So I turned this into an ender chest. So we won't really be able to tell what effect this is having unless I, maybe I could break the chest. But realistically, I think what we do is just leave this. I'll see what I can do about minimizing the number of those little dudes that pop up, and then we'll kind of go from there. So with that said, hey, look, we're already at 66 hearts. Well, that's a pretty good improvement, actually, because wasn't I at like 50-something a minute ago? Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. So the other thing that I had to do between episodes is I noticed we were getting low on power, so I had to increase the priority of this dude. That's why I had that stone block broken. Yeah, see, we're doing okay on power, but not great. There's a small amount building up in there. It's like a mild net gain, maybe. We're almost breaking even, but a subtle net gain. So I really should amp up RF power gen. I actually threw down another hardened Furnator because I happen to have one over here, but these 4 Furnators are just not gonna cut it. We're gonna need something better, 100% something better. So we have to figure that out. But we should be pretty close to being able to make the transmutation tablet, which would make my life a whole heck of a lot easier. Now, real quick question: how much for the nitro crystals? 20 million RF. Okay. Well, I got 16 of them though. It does get 16 of them though. So we should probably ramp up power gen a little bit so that we. The problem is, remember, like, the reason the guy is stuck there and frozen is because there's an RF-powered machine keeping him locked in place. We don't want that power to disappear. So, yeah, that's something we should probably handle. So let's do this. Let's set up a little bit of auto-crafting automation with the energizing orb. and then I want to work towards being able to make the stuff I need to make. At the same time, we'll work on upgrading the generators. We'll probably stick with coal power for now until we get into, like, you know, mechanism or something for uranium power. But for now, we'll stick with coal, and we'll go from there. Does that sound like a plan? Also, how are my 64K storage disks doing? Excellent. Thank you for asking. Boop, boop, boop. Cool. So let me look at the plan and come up with how this will work, and I'll be right back. I wanna review how the energizing orb works. I remember there's like a comparator and a redstone signal and all that stuff that you can read, so we'll be right back. All right, after playing around a little bit, I came up with this. I think this works, right? So remember, Powah will emit a redstone signal via comparator, I think when there's items in there. So if we look right now, and I'm going to remove the energizing rod, you'll see I place an item in, and it turns off the torch, right? And I've got the crafter here set up to redstone signal unlocks auto-crafting, which means it needs to receive a signal in order to be allowed to auto-craft, right? So right now, it's not allowed to auto-craft because there's an item in there, right? So we put those two in. You're emitting a power of 2. If I add more, 3, 4, 5. So that's the number of items in there. Okay, that's cool. Great, and now it's allowed to craft again, right? So I put 1 in there, I put 2 in there, there's items in there, so it's not allowed to craft. I guess that's not a Powah-specific thing. I think that's just, you know, generic Minecraft-y stuff, right? And then you've got your item. Now if I set it to extract, as soon as the item's removed, ready to craft again. So let's test this with, like, a large number of energizing steel. Like, say I want 10. Start. And I purposely removed those things so that it would be... Yeah, that's actually working pretty good, I think. That works, right? Yeah. Because the crafter inserts everything all at once. It's not going to insert a partial. So, once it has all the items it needs, it puts them all in there all at once. And we're good. That's kind of cool. I like that. That works. I think that's cool. I think that's good. I think that works. Yeah. That work for you guys? You know, if I wanted to, I could instead of having it here, I could have it, you know, behind, maybe. Something a little less conspicuous. I'm assuming the answer is no. But can the torch be down here? I'm assuming the answer is no. Yeah, I didn't think so. Also not here, right? No, didn't think so. Okay. So realistically, the torch needs to live on this block somewhere. But I think you could... Yes, that's emitting the redstone. Cool. Oh, my flux plug's there. You're in the way, flux plug. I could probably just move you for a sec. Yeah, I don't really need this energy cell here at the moment. And this stuff's probably going to get moved at some point. But for now, we'll just put the flux plug directly on the cables and let them do their thing. This way, it's a little bit more hidden. And remember, it has to be going into the crafter, so keep that in mind. So that's cool, right? I like that. All right, now it's a simple matter of adding more auto-crafting, right, for Powah. So let's get blazing crystals. Nope, wrong one. So where's the thing? From Powah. So we're going to want blazing crystals in there. So we'll do the blaze rod one because then we don't have to convert to... Yeah. And then we'll do you. And then we'll do you. And then we'll do you. Which should be cool. And we have lots of nether stars, right? Good. And we have one in here. Good. That chest will eventually go into the tablet we're going to make so that everything is learned. Sweet. All right, cool. So now, let's get you guys all added here. How's my power generation doing? Still barely keeping up. So let's upgrade one of the hardened furnators, right? Can we do that? I don't see why not. So if I control click you, you need to know how to make this. We're going to need more patterns. Missing glass. To do, automate some things. Slightly different format to my series than I usually do, but that's okay. Trying to change things up, you know? Okay, so then you're going to be... So wait, I wanted you to be blazing, right? If I control click you now... Missing basic capacitor large, dielectric rod, horizontal. I think I need to teach you all the things, don't I? Let's teach you some paste. That one I'll use the blaze powder recipe for, so that we don't have to deal with buckets. Because that would be a hassle. Okay. And then basic capacitor large. And you. That all should make life a little bit easier. Cool. Now we're cooking. All right, nice. And then for you, we're going to want it to be niotic capacitors. So we want to add you to the crafting list. And then let's do the other one now. So we'll get the spirited ready, and we'll get the nitro ready. And I have no idea how much RF attack these guys will do. Let's take a look real quick at that. So blazing, right now we're using harden, which generates 200. Blazing will do 800. Niotic will do 2,000. Spirited will do 8,000 RF attack. So we'll probably go right to spirited. The other one's going to be a minute. Shouldn't be too bad, though, right? And then you're doing all the craftings. Do you have a whitelist? Is that what you did? Yeah, I'm going to say, do I need to have a whitelist on here? Let's find out. If I take you out, you shouldn't. Did you try to insert multiple diamonds at once? You shouldn't have done that. Why would you have done that? Why are you putting 2 diamonds in at once? You shouldn't be doing that. Is my watch on? No. Are we choking on power? We might be. Alright, well then let's add our blazing here. That'll boost us a little bit of RF. Yeah, you're generating 800 now, so that should be a net gain happening. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Why would you have inserted 2 at a time? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'll keep an eye on this for a minute and see if it behaves itself. FYI, we're up to 104 hearts. Not too shabby. I'm wondering if the problem is a tick delay here. Like, it takes a tick for this to run, and then another tick for this to run, and in that time it manages to sneak 2 in there. What if I set you to redstone signal locks auto crafting, and we removed the torch, and instead put a redstone dust there? Would that be a little bit better? Gonna have to find out. So take our blazing now. We should be able to upgrade you. Once I make 1 more of you. And that should be making 8,000 RF attack. Nice. Now it's going to burn through our coal a lot quicker, so we may need to get more coal chickens, but we'll deal with that problem in a minute. Because remember, we can stack them up to 16, as everybody keeps telling me. So that should make life a little bit better for that. But we should also now be able to make a spirited. Those spirited ones take a lot of power, so maybe I should upgrade our rods first. Right? What I'll do is this. We'll see how... Yep, you're still misbehaving, aren't you? You are. You are. Why are you being such a stinker? Oh, I see why. 'Cause... Yeah, we need a repeater. Yeah, that'll do. That'll be the problem right there. We're going to need a repeater for that. Though that's going to implement a tick delay, because that's another tick slowdown. So what I could do... let me think about this for a sec. We could go with redstone pulse, inserts next set. And we could have like a timer, maybe? That could work, right? So what we'll do is we'll go back to this method with the torch. And we'll instead have a timer. There we go. And your tick delay, let's make it every 2 seconds. So 40 ticks, right? So now, and then we should say pause when redstone is active, right? So if it's pause when redstone is active, we're going to want, well, we're going to want another, not gate there, probably. We're either going to want a repeater here and move it around one more, or can I do this? This wouldn't work, would it? I don't think so. No, that won't work. That kind of works. So if we had the timer touching it, that could work. So now if I did, let's say 10 of these. See, it's not putting in a second one. That's cool. That should work, right? Maybe. Why do you think that there's a thing there? Wait, what? Why didn't you turn off? Oh, I guess that doesn't work that way. Okay, then what we need to do is move this to here, right? Really? I think I need another redstone into that guy. That's probably what I need. So if I have to do that, then what I need is a redstone signal going into the block, and then the torch here, right? There we go. That'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah, I think that works. It's probably over-engineered redstone, but you know I'm not good at vanilla redstone, right? Everybody knows that. That's a common knowledge thing. All right, official test this time. This is full-blown auto-crafting. That looks pretty good. I could probably bring you down to 20. I'm just hoping that the pause is an actual, like, reset. But it should be good. We'll see if it ever gets stuck. If it ever gets stuck, we'll have to tweak which timer we're using. Because I forget if the RF Tools timer, it says pause when a redstone signal is received. So I hope that doesn't mean, like, I'm at tick 15, I only have 5 ticks to go kind of thing. But this should work, in theory. We have lots of power now, though, so that's nice. We got that going for us. Chicken might be a problem, though. Yeah, see, we're at coal 36. You have none. You have 30. You have 30. Let's get more coal chickens. We have a 10, 10, 10 here. I'm going to breed that up and get a stack of them. All right. Wrong chickens. 16. Technically one more than I need, but that's okay. And then that means that from power or from pipes, I should get one of these dudes. Cool. So now we should be cruising. That's cool. All right. And then do you have enough diamond things to do a third one of these yet? You do. Nice. Now what happens if I make this 5 ticks? Too fast. What if I make it 10 ticks? Nope, too fast again. See, I actually think that it's the, well, I don't know. I guess 20 is the magic number here? I was trying to make this a little bit quicker. One, two. Cool. I think it is a pause on the timer, and I think that's the problem. I think we need it to reset on redstone. So what I could do is instead of the timer, what's that other clever one? The sequencer, is that it? That's the one with all the little lights on and off? Yeah, that's what's up. Cool. Sequence length, we'll make it 10. Delay is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How about we make the sequence length 8? Man, this UI is a little hard to read, right? When a redstone signal is received, loop the cycle once, ignore further pulses. Restart if a new pulse arrives. Yeah, so when a redstone signal arrives, restart. Loop the cycle all the time, ignore. Loop the cycle all the time, restart. Loop when present, continue at current step. Restart on no signal. I probably want loop the cycle when redstone is present, continue at current step, restart on no signal. That's probably what I want. And what we'll want is, how about that's enabled and then the rest are off. And since the sequence length is only 8, it should only function on these top 8. So if we check, let's just test that with a lever. Right? That's what I want. Might be a little fast, but we can slow it down if we need to, right? All we really need to do is, you know, increase the length, or even we can make the delay 2. And then every one of these is 2 ticks rather than 1 tick, right? So quick recap on what this is. This is every tick, right? I'll make this a delay of 1 again. Okay. Every tick So it'll run for 8 ticks because that's the sequence length, and it'll emit a signal for whichever one of these is lit. So tick 0, no redstone signal. Tick 1, redstone signal on. Tick 2, redstone signal off. Tick 3 off, 4 off, 5 off, 6 off, 7 off, and then it starts back over at 0, right? If I did this, it would have, you know, see how it's on most of the time and it's off for a split sec? So that's cool, right? So let's do that. And I'm pretty sure this thing's smart enough to remember its settings when I break it. But if it doesn't, we'll just reconfigure it. So let's try that instead of the timer. Super powerful if you know how to use this thing. Trust me. If this thing confuses you, play with it, because if you like doing little redstone-y things, this is 100% the way to go. So that is, we want the redstone signal to be allowed to run. So first things first, we put that there, we rotate it, and we remove this part of the setup. And now you're allowed to run okay, so let's try that again. So if we got, let's turn this guy, the Niotic, into a Spirited. In theory, this should be working. Unless, no, you remembered. Loop the cycle when redstone signal is present, restart on no signal. Maybe your redstone signal is not long enough? Or are you stuck? You did not start crafting anything. Maybe you already had spirited crystals? That's possible. I guess we did. So now we're, by the way, generating 8,000 RF a tick from this one spirited furnator. Not bad. Are we net lossing? We are not. We are fine on chickens. We are fine on coal gen. That is pretty good. That is not a bad bit of power generation. All right, so then let's do this. Let me get like... Actually, let me do the blazing ones because they're a little bit cheaper. 20? You did too. Killing me, Smalls. So let's make this a delay of 2, right? Restart on no signal, right? This should be cool now. Right, so what this means is this is 2 ticks per step. So 2, 4, so it takes, you know, twice as long to go through the cycle. I think it was just a little bit too fast before. But the key difference here is the restart on no signal. We know that, you know, if it gets to this point and it gets a redstone signal, it'll start back here rather than starting here. Like, so like, say it got to here, right? The next tick, it would like immediately go on fire again. It would be bad. So I think we're cool. I like that. That works. That should be good. We'll keep an eye on it. But anyway, we've got some good stuff now, right? Should I upgrade these guys to Spirited? Maybe? Would that be a terrible idea? We'll get 12 of those. Did you do the thing again? You gotta be kidding me. Redstone Pulse inserts next set. There's like no reason that should have happened. At all. Because this is like a 16 tick delay. I'll keep an eye on it. I think we're going to need an extra emerald here, right? Oh wow, we have to do 36 crystals. Well, we'll see how long things go. Oh yeah, and we're choking on power again. Boy, oh boy. Spiriteds are expensive a little bit, for reals. what I should be able to do is we're probably going to want to upgrade the basic energy cables. Yeah, you guys can't transfer energy good enough, can you? Yeah. Let's clip that. So let's cancel this real quick. And what we'll get is better cables from Powah. So do you know how to make any cables? You don't. Let's just go straight up spirited. Because I remember the cables are like oddly, you know, they only go up to 1 million. So they're not super crazy. That shouldn't be too bad. 3? How did you get 3 on there? I would love to know how that happened. It feels like it's the first one now. And I'm wondering if that's just refined storage being a little bit weird. I make another set. Is it really just the first one that's causing the problem? Huh. It does seem to be the first one, doesn't it? Let me play with it for a minute and see if I can figure out a pattern here and find a solution. All right, I figured out what was happening, so I made the solution. So what was happening is the redstone signal would tell the thing he's allowed to do his next craft. So let's say nothing was crafting. He got a redstone signal. He was ready for his next craft. As soon as we told it to craft the first batch, if it just so happened that it was about to fire another redstone signal, the first emerald would go in because it had gotten a redstone signal like 5 minutes ago when it was done crafting earlier, and then immediately it got another one. So instead of making it on pulse, I made it redstone signal unlocks auto crafting. So that solves it. So now it's no longer like holding on to that redstone signal it got earlier. It just says like every time I get a redstone signal, I'm allowed to craft for a second. And that seems to have worked. And I've upgraded all my cables here and gotten all that done. Also made a second Spirited Furinator because we were getting a little bit low on power with all the crafting we were doing. But we should have plenty of RF now, at least for the time being, to hold off on doing more. So I want to move towards making my crystal matrix ingots, which I just made real quick because they're easy enough to make. And I can make many of those because we're going to need 20 of them. So let's get like 20 of them. Now, I don't know how many emeralds I will need. I guess we'll find out. So there's 20. I'm going to have 1 in here as a storage. I'll keep 1 extra. And then we need a double compressed crafting table, which needs a compressed crafting table, which needs many crafting tables. So that's 6. Hey, that was not what I was supposed to do. That's compressed crafting tables. What happened here? All right, so I need 3 more? Is that right? 4 more. Now we're good on double compressed. Nice. Okay. So then you go here, and then you're gonna go... Huzzah! Yay! Nice. Okay, cool. Also, is it fair to say that I can probably charge up my nitro battery that's in my thing now? I don't see why not, right? Let's put on armor, curios, hotbar, offhand, and main hand. Apply. That thing charging up now? Wow, we are draining RF. Holy cow, that is fast. Maybe we don't want that on. That was quick. But you can see we're generating the 16,000 RF that we thought we were, But yeah, that sucked all the power out of my batteries real quick, didn't it? That is funny. That is really funny. Real quick question. The spirited energy cells... Do you have any information on how much you store on your tooltip? I guess not. You have max IO on that, but this one... It doesn't really say how much they store. Well, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. Are you done? You are done. Sweet. Extreme crafting table. Crafting to the extreme. All right. So I think we're ready here to look at the transmutation tablet. So let's find out what we don't have. Not a whole lot. I think we have everything that we need to make this. So let's do that. We'll get the neutroniums going later. So we're going to need hearts. Look, it's not my fault I got these as a quest reward. Right? Transmutation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. We're going to need the nitro crystals. We're going to need a energy condenser and 4 alchemical chests. Hey, I'd happen to have 4. Nice. We're going to need netherite upgrades and crystal matrix ingot times 8. I'll just get a few. There we go. So netherite upgrade would be... Where are they? That's just smithing with that. So we want a diamond upgrade. We're going to want a smithing table. Do we have one of those already? I don't know that we do. We might. And then a netherite ingot. Maybe I don't want that there. And then you, and that's that. And then I think these have EMC. And then the number of upgrades, by the way, was 4. Okay, what am I missing? 12, 2, and 2. Okay. And those are these kind. That should be cool. And then some dark matter. And then I think we're good here, right? Transmutation tablet? We can do it! We did it! Transmute this into that. Quest complete. Hooray! And then I can dupe one if I want to. That is cool. That is super cool. Yeah, I'm just going to dupe one, I think, for now. But we've got a transmutation tablet, which is awesome. Which means I can officially learn recipes, right? So I should be able to just, you know, take whatever's in here and put it in here. Learned. Boom. That's cool. That's cool. All right. So now let's just take everything that we've got that we, you know, ever cared about. Now, some of this stuff we don't super need anymore, if we're being honest. But that's okay. I don't mind having a little extra. Let's clean up my inventory to the point where I have this many slots. And I saw what you did. Cool. And while I'm at it, how about we reset you guys? And you can go straight into EMC. Cool. And then you can go back in my backpack. What else did we have here? Okay. So all of this goes away. Wheat. That is cool beans. That is super cool beans. Right? I think so. All right, so let's wrap up the episode here. And we've got our transmutation tablet, which is awesome. Which means we... You know what? I should do something with this. Let's get a huge number of crystal matrix ingots, because those are expensive-ish. Right? And then we're going to be able to break this without worrying about how much EMC we just wasted. Cool. For now, though, 20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.